I was here for the beginning of last session, so you guys take it away.
Oh, that's yeah, that's your point. Yeah. So yeah, what? Well, we're all here. Sound off.
Sounding.
Yes.
Here and munching.
Perfect. What do you got?
Barely here. Just we're decided now that.
But I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay, okay, fair enough.
I got a pot roast making that I have to keep an eye on today. Though.
Okay, that you got to share with the class. You can keep the PB.
I'll share that. I'm making enough. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're all here. What happened last time?
Ooh, let me grab my. I was trying to remember.
She's not wrong.
That did happen.
There you go.
I'm not wrong.
So before the tragic death.
We had the competitions.
Yeah, we had the competition. It started with jousting. Indeed. Do you want to take it?
I'd be happy to, but the next one I have down, I don't know why the fuck I wrote that this was the competition, but I wrote down shouting. It's the second event. I don't know why.
Oh, showdown.
I know that's not what it was.
Shouting. It's showdown.
Is that what I've written?
Showdown and jousting.
Shouting.
I like you're so confident. Like it can't be shouted. You must have written showdown, despite not being able to see her script at all.
Oh, I don't know, man. My notes. Yeah.
It was showdowns. There was shooting. I will say that there was shooting.
Oh, maybe that's what I've written. Wait a minute.
Yeah, because they were pistol, crossbow, magic showdowns.
Yeah, I forgot to close the O. Yeah, it's shooting.
Put your readers on.
I believe it.
I believe that.
Fucking Snake's face scared me. I had a full screen, and for some reason in my head I was like, yes, dark screen, and then his face appeared.
No gear. Kept your way.
Sorry, please continue.
Okay, yeah, so there was shooting, showdowns. Yes.
Yeah, not shouting. Yeah. And then the next one was a duel, I believe, right?
Correct. Melee is the specific term.
Yeah.
Which does not necessarily imply melee as in 5 feet distance combat. It just meant duels.
Yeah. And I determined that my guy is either very, very good or very, very shit.
Yeah, I don't have the scores on here anymore. I deleted them, but
yeah. Well, my guy got 5, 1, 10, 2, 10, 1.
You wrote it down.
I did write it down,
1,
yes.
10. 2,
Yeah,
1,
right.
10. Yeah.
God, I suck. Why did I pick this guy?
I think I heard that Seth Ingram beat Vital in a 1v1. Is that right?
He did.
Yeah.
Vital's good, but Seth adapted from the last bout.
What was her name? What's the gal's name? Madeline. Yeah, Madeline also beat Vital in a quick draw. Yeah.
Epic.
It's great having her have the dichotomy of like, I'm so new to this, I'm so anxious, oh god, oh god, oh god. But when it comes to brass tacks, she fucking locks in. She's not a pushover, she's just terrified of social encounters.
It reminds me of that guy that's like constantly screaming while he's being attacked by the Terrifier clown. But like he's bodying so badly.
The one that pulled all the guns and just
Yeah.
For that guy.
The whole time he's terrified, but he's kicking his ass handedly.
Not the best analogy, but not the worst. So, yeah, Madeline did beat Vital in the showdowns, which was quite the fan favorite in the audience. The two of them had an exchange afterwards, which is not the same as when Seth beat Vital, where there was not an exchange afterwards. There's fucking angry fist Arthur meme molding. And then what happened? Smile.
Oh, we've already showed up.
And then we all went home.
Yeah, that's the end of the campaign. Thanks for playing.
See ya.
Where's actually session 0 for the next campaign?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking we go cyberpunk.
We'll go to Deltroy.
Alright.
case Cyberpunk
Next,
game everybody used would actually be
Aubrey
quite
stepped
cool.
up to do her floral emanation first.
Oh, I was here for that.
You were here for that.
Yeah.
Smile.
Only she didn't get to get it off, right?
She did.
But an
Okay.
hour passed, and it disappeared.
Because who showed up instead?
13 bells struck.
Mhm.
I wonder who showed up.
What was that?
That's fair.
Mhm.
It is the most accurate time we've ever had to use that soundbite.
I mean,
I
That's a key to it.
think after the fact we learned it, but we saw the name in some of the features. A person named Deathwing, and I say person with some hesitance.
What do you mean?
As we'll get to
Look
it.
at him. He's a person right
He's a
there.
fella. He's not on the screen.
Oh wait, shit! You guys are on.
Yeah.
Wow. Aw,
There we
sure.
go. Now he's on the screen. Oh, and they have the cute thing. Spoilers.
Aw.
This big dude in armor shows up.
Smithers!
God!
Is
God!
recapping last session spoilers?
Bruh. This guy shows up, basically says, y'all have a week to give me, the... Can't remember her name.
Songbird.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants her. For every day that goes by that I don't get that, I'm going to destroy a township, I believe it was.
We.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, you guys don't take me seriously. Alright, cool. Just ignore everything else about me. How about I make an example? He's about to murder Aubrey. Fucking, Vital shows up, saves her ass, throws a spear at the guy, does nothing. We
It knocked him back.
It knocked him back.
She
You know
can
what?
fix him.
Honestly, it knocked him back, which is a lot. It just shows how much fucking force he was putting into that throw. He saved Aubrey and definitely didn't start a enemies to lovers romance in the background.
I will say, because I think it makes it just slightly more impressive, he didn't throw a spear. That has a
Oh,
throwing
yes.
range. He threw a halberd, which does not.
Right.
Yes,
He had
yes,
enough
very much
force.
did. I'm happy you caught that.
Freaking
It was in my head, but I think I just didn't value the importance of it. So he threw a halberd with enough force to still knock the thing back and also land the shot.
It's like this now has a throwing range. It's as long as
Says
it needs to be.
me.
I would say
wrote down what he said.
if I put it to mechanics, like it was a willing target, right? Like because he definitely didn't really care
Fair.
about getting hit. So it made it a bit easier. That means it's still throwing something as if it was an improvised weapon. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Why would I give a shit about being hit when you can't hurt me? Fundamentally. Which goes into what happens next. He lets out this big echoing, I don't want to say roar, but caw, which terrifies everyone in the area. He transforms into his stage 2 of 5 or whatever. And everyone is under an effect called Futile Quest, where you can't go near him. You have disadvantage on fucking everything. You can accept the Futile
No.
Quest.
So no, futile quest is the latter part of that. So the
Yeah.
Why did double
Yeah,
click?
yeah. It's Cry of Terror, that's what it is.
Yeah, there.
Right.
Yeah.
Which terrifies everyone, and the only way you can move close to him is if you accept the futile quest.
Correct.
Does not get rid of the other effects. It has an ungodly DC. What was it, 50?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just unattainable. Like, flat out.
Smile.
For the moment.
No son or daughter
For the moment,
of Abraham
correct.
can harm me.
Mm-hmm. So created widespread panic in amongst the crowd. However, as everyone in the crowd started trying to run for the exits, every knight prospect and knight accepted the futile quest immediately and jumped in to try and take this thing down.
Square
At what point did we notice the net was cast over the?
That's a
soon
good
after?
question. Yeah, it wasn't too. It was after.
I think it's after we saw the trumpet man. Just after, right?
No, it was before.
no, I thought it was after
Um,
the net.
It was after the Royal
Okay.
Timekeeper gave like 3 rounds to all the Eulonians.
Yeah.
I say that when I say that because the net went down right as people would have been able to get out, in the sort of fuck you way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You thought you were out, you ain't. Yeah, so it would have been a couple of rounds after that.
Right. Oh yeah. By the way, the Royal Timekeeper gave 3 rounds to every Elonian.
Yeah.
Or half that. So I guess a round. To Eva. Strangely enough.
Yeah. So
That's weird. She's not Eulonian. She's Safarian, so I don't know why that worked.
yeah. Anyways.
Anyway.
Slap hand on thighs.
He
Ooh.
lied so well that even the timekeeper didn't know.
The fucking clock is like, oh, you're Eulonia? My bad. Here's 1 round.
There you go. Oh shit, friendly fire, my bad.
So after those 3 rounds, did anything happen during those 3 rounds? Because obviously, Eva got 1, Karadok got the full 3.
Oh, I think it was 2 actually, because
It was,
you made that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
made
yeah.
that joke of like, oh, it's half it, so the half of 2 would be 1. Yeah, so it's probably 2 rounds.
Gotcha.
It was 2 rounds.
What did Karadok do during that?
The first thing I did was because in my terror, thought the songbird, my mind went immediately to Eva, not Aurelia. So in my head, and Caradox is like, oh, it's after Eva. So I tried to pull Eva away from the immediate ledge where she was visible, and then she got her round and started darting towards Aurelia, and Caradox was like, oh, I guess this is what we're doing. Follow.
Karadok's like, I misread the situation.
Once those 3 rounds were over, we all split ways. Obviously, Eva and Karadok were going towards Aurelia through the crowd. What was it? Roma, Jin, and Badger?
Yeah.
When after one of these
Trumpet
3
boy.
people that were spotted in the crowd, an older gentleman, who we now know as the Trawler, the
Older lady.
little, an older lady, a crone who was smiling while looking at the looking up at the net, and a little fella who was, I believe, bandaged up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he also wasn't little. He was about the size of just
yeah.
like young 20s.
Wasn't he all stretched out, or am I thinking that wrong?
You're remembering
No,
correctly.
he was. He
He
had
tripped
structure
it
on
out.
his
Oh,
correctly,
lovely.
but we didn't see that first because of the
Yeah, yeah.
bandages. And he was
Yeah.
playing a trumpet.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Team focused the trumpet boy, which was probably a good call. And how'd you guys deal with him?
He had like kind of a pulse wave that knocked 2 of the 3 of us back. Jin being not the only strength build, excuse me, sorry, Patrick. Jin being the better strength build, doesn't get knocked back.
That was a bit of a-
Wait a minute.
Competitive co-op, I see.
Holy shit, man. That's
Sorry,
wild.
Takari's-
Drive-by him, dude. You give him a drive-by.
He's
Sorry,
down.
Takari's-
Give him a break.
Takari's rubbing off on me, and not in that way. Anyways, so he goes. He managed to withstand the shockwave kind of thing. He goes over to take the trumpet, and he doesn't have as much resistance taking the trumpet as he thinks. Because he would have had disadvantage on it, but it was rolled straight because there was a part of the trumpet boy that wants to not cause a national tragedy. He had like this very two-facey thing going on of like one half is very apathetic and uncaring, and the other half was sorrowful
actually,
and remorseful.
I actually think I made it. Was that this week or was it last week? At some point in the past 2 weeks, I did make a token for him.
Oh.
Yeah, managed to get the trumpet away from him. He seemed thankful for that, and Jin was like, he was purely in a state of like,
Nice.
the information I'm getting cannot be true. I refuse to have it be true unless I can see it with my own eyes. So he takes off the bandages to the refusal of the trumpet boy, which I was thinking at the time. I was like, no, Jin should probably stop if he hears the guy saying, no, don't. But it's also like, no, he has to know kind of thing. Unfortunately, it's not a
No,
good
this is
call.
a
But
Do terrorists have rights? I don't know.
and he does reveal that the kid, as we previously mentioned, had some stretch marks, but not just like stretch marks, like growing pains. Stretch marks like exceptionally, way too quickly, supernaturally, extended. So it's like it is a kid, but in like a young 20-year-old kid's body. And with oh, that's
God
funny. Take an
damn.
expression.
Baby, you too, little trumpet boy.
He disappears. His trumpet disappears. One of the layers of the net disappears. The Tal's still hacking away at it, can't get through. And then after that, something else happens.
I will say before we switch gears off of the little trumpet boy, this art is not fully accurate to him. He doesn't have this, I don't know, like fucking techno mask thing. Yeah, this is just the best I can find.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Without going into actually an anime character where I know what anime that's from. So yeah, just want to make that clear. He does not have like weird tech wear. Be funny, but no. But yeah, what happened? What else happened? Nothing else happened.
Nothing else happened.
Well, I think that's all the teams besides Falk and Dahlia were doing, right? Yeah. Falk and Dahlia stayed up in the tower. Falk was having a rough time. He had sort of fallen back when this knight turned into a giant black bird. Dahlia was trying to convince him, like, get the fuck up! Come on, we have to go.
We have to go.
But Falk was rooted in place. Irina and Dahlia trying to comfort him, trying to get him to move. Arnie was there as well, and that's when Arnie pulled out a Destiny legendary weapon. He pulled out a very strange-looking pistol, and took aim at a Deathwing. It's a good gift.
Sorry, just kidding.
A little sad face at the end.
Sad face.
Aim at a Deathwing who was just swooping around, causing a panic, being a menace, taunting. Arnie fired at him. It struck true, actually hurt him, and Deathwing immediately honed in on Arnie. Swooped towards the tower, forcing Dahlia and Falk to jump out with Irina. And Deathwing collided with the tower, grabbed Arnie and sent him flying. He did not survive the encounter. But very quickly after that, Deathwing, his point made, a life taken, the hurt repaid in full, and then some. He turned skyward, pierced right through the net. I guess the two nets that were left. Tal did get a swipe at him, which also struck true. Deathwing flew away. Tal in hot pursuit. The old man and the old woman that were in the crowd also disappeared, and things started to die down as the people came down from their terror. Mm-hmm. Our group reconvened, not far from where Arnie's body was being tended to by the Fellowship of Acacias.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
And that's when we sort of gave them the news, hey, Arnie is a gigantic Chad who died for it. We were approached by Edward, Knight Prospect Edward, who's from the Order of Acacias. And I forgot what he told us about. He gave us each an Acacia, like small bouquet. But I forget what he told us.
It'll help us sleep.
It'll help us
Yeah.
sleep. He's very kind. Yeah, I'm forgetting the order of events here. Someone else approached us, didn't they?
Yes, afterwards. Jason.
Yeah.
Who was like getting all up in my grill and was like, how do you know what I can do before I know what I can do? And Dahlia's like, calm the fuck down.
Jason! Jason, shut up.
Jason Derulo.
I forget who it was that piped in and was like, "No, you can't have that. That's hers." But I appreciate
Michaela.
whoever that was. Was it Michaela?
Lady-
I thought it was
Lady
one of you
Michaela.
guys.
I think it was one of you
Because-
guys, but Michaela did
Was it?
help. prove the
Michaela
point.
helped it. Yeah, afterwards, but yeah. Anyway,
One of you guys made like an intimidation roll. I think it was Falk.
I think so too.
Was it either Falk or Caradoc? Because I remember like one of you guys was pushing more on the persuasive
It
front, one of you
was-
was pushing more on the
It
intimidation
was
front.
Dahlia. I forget who else, and then Falk
Caradoc made an offhand
persuasion.
comment, and he said, "With all due respect, it's not yours." And then from
Right.
that, Falk stepped in. If I don't misremember.
I know it was like a 3-person effort that I assisted with.
Yes.
I had the highest persuasion roll check, whatever.
Yeah.
In any
Well, there you
case,
go.
Let's go.
I appreciate it,
Teamwork.
and he was definitely like, "I'm gonna have questions later, but I'll drop it for now." Also, I'm sorry your friend died.
Yeah, it was very much after the fact. It's like, right, not the appropriate time. Sorry, I guess.
My condolences, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, could you not yell at me, actually?
I love how much the story changes in tone during recaps.
It's like we could tell, like he was like learning his lesson, but also he like wasn't like the actual most apologetic person about fucking up there.
No, he wasn't.
He's only human after
After
all.
all.
He's only human.
We went over to we had to speak to Edward, I believe, right? To try and get Arnie's funeral arrangements in order, like how
You
he was gonna be
did,
buried
at
or-
the suggestion of Farron.
Farron, that's right. Okay, I knew one other person who was not Jason, who was actually kind to us. Approached.
Here, Brett.
So
Um,
much slander. Slander, but, like,
I like Jason. Nice, whatever. And I believe 3 of us rolled good enough insights to realize that he would want to be buried with people that cared about him. So we elected to suggest bury him someplace open, someplace with oh yeah, there's Farron's tutor, master.
Yes.
Oh, the great word.
Yeah, it's a great word. Yeah.
Yes. That he be buried somewhere open where additional graves could be put aside his, should they be needed.
When they're needed.
A nice open hill somewhere in Eulonia, and then we would probably leave something of sentimental value to each of us with him when he is buried.
I think ultimately, they were gonna bury him somewhere in the grove, or ask the
Oh, that's right.
right.
Yes.
the keepers if that could be arranged.
Yes. And then we were, I believe, told that there was going to be a meeting of all the knights present and knight prospects,
Yes.
as well as the royal timekeepers and the hosts of this festival tournament. And we were invited along with the past team, and all the members therein.
Yes.
So
What the
we
fuck?
went there, accompanied by Lady Michaela, and we're secluded in our own little segregated corner opposite the past team.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I
There's
get
a
to that. Yeah.
non-Elonian drinking fountain.
Segregated as a corner.
Hmm.
It's the way you said it. I'm so angry.
Lots
Yeah,
of knights.
it goes in the back. Adventurers.
You said it like you're about to fight for
It's in
states'
the back of the
rights.
hall. There are a lot of knights here, including
Yes.
a lot of Severists to the right, Passionates to the left, who kept butting heads throughout the entire talks of what they should do next regarding Lady Aurelia, who should
But like,
protect her and
they were
whatnot.
still relatively respectful of each other.
And I don't know if I'm misremembering this, but it felt like they were about to come to blows before a third team entered the hall. Is that right?
They were about to come to blows when Aurelia told them, like, we have to stand united against Deathwing, or else we're fucked.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
it does help that, like, the Severus have shown, as evidenced by this guy, Lord Gilroy, saving the Royal Timekeeper with his fucking macabre peck my head off and do what you won't for evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, just casual decapitation is fine.
Whatever. I don't even need my head.
I don't even need my head. I'm a Green Knight.
As like
Yeah,
a side note to
Right.
everything, it is really nice seeing, as much as you have portrayed like dramatic differences between ideologies amongst the different groups, that they still unite and come together at the end of the day.
They're all
Like,
countrymen.
no, fuck that guy, personally.
A united front.
Yeah, exactly. Like they butt heads constantly, but it's like, I'll fight for the death, or fight to the death with you.
Siblings.
Siblings.
Yeah, very
Like,
very
they're-
simply.
they're bonding.
Imagine,
say-
imagine two opposing parties coming together for the sake of their country. Anyway, that has nothing to do with
Like-
Fantasy. Fantasy. Fantasy.
Idealistic fantasy.
But the Order of Nightshade did come in, dick swinging, marching down the line.
Rolled in with a good.
Oh, that's what it was. The Night Prospects were sort of getting in each other's faces, and they sort of parted to let the Order of Nightshade
Right.
walk down.
Yes, the Night Prospects had pitched the idea that they should have the honor, that they are due the right to go take down Deathwing, to which the Severus leader, Lord Barrett, was like, you have the right? I didn't realize you get to make demands, Prospect! Yeah, but before that came to anything, as you were saying, that's when our boys in black came in.
Yeah. And they were like, we should be the ones to protect Lady Aurelia, which everyone was like,
We got it. We got it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
We got it.
Bum.
We got it.
Music?
But Bimo, you good? Bimo,
Oh.
there you go. Took a bit. I was like, worried.
yeah. It's really like, we should be the ones to protect Lady Aurelia, to which everyone was like, lol, you guys are nightshades, what do you know about protecting people? To which Sir Fiona over here fucking shot a bolt into Lady Aurelia's chair.
He easily could have hit her, and not
And
been
I
seen.
believe
Totally.
Lord Damon was like, we should be the ones to protect her because we know where to look.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys wouldn't expect to.
And Lord Barrow was like, that's fair. He's like, that's
You know
fair.
what? I know my place. I've been outclassed. I thought this
There
happened
was
before.
Exactly, that's the point.
There was one comment made prior to the faux assassination attempt.
What was it?
No one died.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh yeah.
It is miraculous that no one died.
And then we're just like, excuse the fuck out of you?
And you were like,
What?
actually...
No, that makes it sound like we're wrong.
No, we're absolutely
That's
right. Yeah.
Honestly, it was probably a play by them to have us speak up. Considering who the Nightshade are.
Probably.
What?
Fuck him.
Oh,
Can I do a retroactive insight check?
sure.
Okay. And a 1, and a 2, and a... Actually good.
Ooh, not bad.
That's actually really good, yeah. Whether or not they knew Arnie was meant to die, or coincidentally that he had died, they certainly spun the situation to make you guys advocates of yourself and earning your right to be in their company.
Damn it.
That is...
That's clever.
Well done.
I think that
Um,
summarizes
Clap.
Nightshades up pretty well.
But yes, we pointed out. Actually, someone did die, and it was one of the only 2 people that was able to hurt him.
And the other person's also on our team, named Tal.
And fucking
Bitches.
after right now, but we don't think we told him that. What happened after that.
I think after that, it
Besides
was,
them,
I think after that, it was more or less them saying, "Hey, Eulonians can't hurt that thing.
Correct.
They can."
For the causation laid out by Deathwing, no son nor daughter of Durlahan can hurt him.
Yes.
Hurt
Unfortunately
him.
for Caradoc, he is not exempt from this.
Nope,
That
not
is. Do you want mechanical transparency? But it is a bit of a
Sure.
spoiler.
Mm,
You might not want to gear up entirely for support, Caradoc.
Oh,
You
okay.
might be able to hurt Deathwing, but that will be revealed in due time. So before you
Oh
start
my.
locking in like 17 support spells, and if
Got
you
it.
did anything for your
So,
level up, you're free to like tweak it as a result of this newfound information. I'm not saying you'll be
narrative.
as effective as everyone, but you'll be more effective than 90% of the room you guys are in right now.
I actually made narrative choices for my picks, not
Perfect.
strategy ones.
That totally fits. Perfect. I am interested in your Gestalt pick. I do like your rationale behind that. And also the second level feature is gonna start popping off for you, but that's we'll get there when we get there.
Yep.
Oh, right. What's that, Dinan? Dahlia and Eva recognize one of the Nightshade fellas.
that's right.
Yes, yes, the one that got
Fucking
righteous
bastard.
indignation
Yes.
at.
You
I
don't
think it was-
understand her.
Who is he, Dahlia?
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
Dahlia.
Caspian? What the
No,
fuck
it's
are you
Dahlia.
doing here?
It's the only.
Fuck off.
Yes, the little alchemist boy that you purchased from back in Glenween.
Mhm.
the way Discord cut that out, it sounded like you purchased a boy.
You find me a small child.
No.
No, scan the note.
Was it a small boy? I forget.
No.
I think it's all boy. Anyway.
But Caspian is the same Caspian that Dahlia borrowed a book from and not discussed was the word, spoke with, partook in discussion with the whole group. He was there. We talked, all of us.
Yep, that.
Yeah,
Adam.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. A lot of it was reading.
Close enough.
But as soon as he looked over and saw that you were there, he was like,
He was like, "Oh God, I hope she doesn't
Fuck.
notice."
"He doesn't recognize me."
It was like step one of like I'm like I hope she doesn't hope she doesn't realize, and then later it's like, did I do it? Am I a master of disguise? Did she not? No, immediately no.
Yeah, Dahlia. I remember saying Dahlia like stared him down, making sure he knew.
You need to know. I know, bitch.
Oh, and then I forget exactly how the conversation went this way, but the cherry on top is that he was assigned to now accompany us for a meeting with Aurelia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I really didn't put his name tag on, but as suggested by Sir Hannibal,
Right.
7 foot tall motherfucker.
Yeah. But yeah, we were placed in charge of security for Lady Aurelia. As you know, mostly foreigners, we can actually hurt Deathwing. Should come down to it. And we were instructed to meet Lady Aurelia in the garden, right?
Yeah, the chapel gardens, not the
Gardens.
specifically around the chapel, not the one way down the hill where you guys had your walk around.
Man, why
I
did
don't
you guys
know
go
if it
this
was
far.
mentioned because I was mildly distracted. I think after Dahlia recognized this one, big Mr. Hannibal said, "Hey, can we send one of our own guys?"
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah,
was immediately like, "That's
Yeah, as much.
yeah, that was the cherry on top.
the cherry on top."
You
Yeah,
know how
sorry if that
sometimes-
was said. Like I said, I was texting someone I didn't hear.
And the pass team is now allowed to assist us in some small capacity, or in some
We'll get that.
capacity.
We'll cover that later today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole operation is kind of under our jurisdiction.
Yes.
And
I will
Ubi.
I will toss in one other element, one other recap detail. The Night Prospects were denied the ability the opportunity to go after Deathwing because they can't hurt him.
But
His accomplices.
Mhm.
There are 12 accomplices. There are 11 Night Prospects.
So
Makes for even fight, doesn't it?
Yep.
if anything, we'd probably end up send like a past team member with a Night Prospect or something and send it at him. That's something to discuss later.
Hey, yeah, I will discuss that later. But Vital advocated on behalf of him and the other Night Prospects on helping you guys deal with the accomplices.
But it's
And
up
of course-
to us, so if they piss us off, we can say no.
Yes, you certainly can. And of course, Aubrey, the sweet little pea she is, did tell you guys, if you guys need anything, we got your back.
Oh. What a sweetheart.
Yeah, if something bad happened to her.
If something
Stop
bad
it.
happens to her, I'm taking out
Stop
this whole
it.
campaign.
We're sending the lovebirds together. He'll protect her.
Hey, why is everyone else like a past team member and a prospect, but they were specifically just two prospects? Don't fucking question it.
Don't question us.
Because
Our knowledge is unknowable.
Vital, like, needs backup. As we saw in the tournament, he needs
Vital
backup.
I mean, yeah, when everyone else activated their eminence, his did falter. That being said, he's still like fucking Chadley outside of just prospecting.
I'm so sad that he can use his pursuit of perfection against Deathloop, but he fumbled! He fumbled the D20 roll! Oh well.
Twice.
Yeah! It's rather unfortunate. Yeah, he rolled what, as a total result 16 and then a 15? DC 22? Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. But yeah, anything else?
About it,
I
honestly.
think so.
Probably not.
Okay.
Oh, did we ever mention the cards?
We didn't mention the cards, actually. Yeah, so we
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We looted our boy.
We were given
Else we thought?
hero cards that were found on Arnie's body, and upon magical inspection, Arnie did have some remnants of magic on his hands. Specifically the one that was holding a gun. Hand. That mimicked the tarot cards. And we're not 100% sure where the cards came from, but, you know, I have suspicions.
Yeah. Considering his,
Fred
yeah.
Paradox had felt that magic before on Badger
Yes!
and Hulk. No?
That is correct.
No, it was Jin and Badger, I believe.
No, it was
Nope.
Badger and Falk.
Because it
Oh,
was
Badger and
the
Falk.
Banner Brothers.
Yeah,
Right,
Banner
right.
Brothers.
I was expecting it to be Jin, and then it's like, nah, it's those two. It's like, well, that makes it far more interesting.
There was a
My
there's
brain
a
immediately
revelation
went
that I
to
had and I don't
Elven.
remember. Oh, yes.
Very good using Eld and not Elf, because the word Elf doesn't exist in your guys' lexicon. Well, actually, it does now, because you guys met Ted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But, like, if we
But
say
to
that to someone, they're not
99% of the
gonna know.
world, to 99% of the world, when you say Elf, they would, or it's like, oh, you misspeak. Do you mean to say Eld?
Is that like an accent?
Oh, yeah, it
thing?
was the elves. Who?
Exactly. But yeah, there were those 3 cards. Do you guys remember what 3 they were?
The
Smile.
magician, the tower, and something else.
Not the tower.
Okay,
no,
I
it
had it
wasn't
written
that.
down. Let me find out.
The world.
Give me a second.
No, it was the world.
Zawar!
The Time stop effect. Timekeeper, stop doing that.
The magician, the
I know
empress,
I
and the
wrote it
Hierophant.
Correct.
Thank
So
I
what's
take
that?
excessive notes.
Uh-huh.
It serves you well.
Yeah, I bet you do.
It serves me well most of the time. It serves me well most of the time, except for the one time someone's like, "Hey, do you have this thing?" And I happened to not write it down. Like,
I think it's like a coin flip. Sometimes you have like the most necessary detail pulled from outdoor, but other times it's like, bro, what?
I'm sorry. Paul.
But yes, there were 3 cards upon Arnie at his departure. 3 major arcanas. Who's in custody of those? Is it still Caradoc? I assume it is, but let me know if I'm wrong.
No, I only identify them, so it would be Jin.
Yeah,
Jan, you are in custody of the tarot cards. Huh?
the codes.
The
Hold on, he
cowards.
doesn't really know what to do with it.
The cardos.